Okay, hello everybody. It has been a few hectic weeks really. We did end up racing at the Berlin Raceway for my first ever race a few weeks ago, and with that said, I totally messed up that entire day. It was a busy day. We were still getting the car back together that morning, and I totally forgot to turn the GoPro on for any footage on track there, which really sucked because I really like to use the GoPro footage to learn from. Anyway, we are back here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. So with that said, we've already practiced and qualified. And practice went pretty good. I felt good. We made a bad move. We put our practice tires on that we would normally run for practice, and that made sense, right? I went out there, ran a bunch of laps, try to get some data for tires, and then we moved on to qualifying. We put our race tires on. Well, our race tires were from our last race, and obviously that did not go well. We ended up sliding all the way through turn 3 and getting in a wreck. So they were flat spotted and burned up. I went out there and was just lighting the tires up, had a vibration, only had 2 laps, and we qualified like dog. I think we were second to last. So we're going to see how the rest of this night goes, because as of right now, it's not shaping up to be anything too good. But hey, there's always some crazy inverts here, so you never know. We might end up starting up front, but I can't really tell. We'll have to get back in touch with you guys before the feature to kind of see what looks like is going to happen and where we're going to start and get things like that. But nonetheless, it's autograph night, so I think they're about to open the pits up, and we're going to do autograph night, which should be cool. It's always good to have autograph night, you know, at some point in the year, and to be able to be here and participate in it. So we'll get to that, but nonetheless, not the best start to the night. But we did make some adjustments in practice that I hope and the race will be able to feel out and see if they help. So with that said, we'll get on with the rest of the night. So as you could obviously tell there, they were on the intercom there after the 4-cylinder practice. I was hoping I was going to get a little cut in there where it was going to get a little quiet. That was not the case, but always at Kalamazoo, they're always trying to push the show through on a Friday night because, you know, you're always getting there late and you don't want to stay there too far in the night. So they always do a good job pushing the show through, but it makes it a little bit harder to find some quiet time, that's for sure. Did not end up getting a clip before the feature. With that said, we did qualify 10th out of 12 cars. They did a full field invert. That would have put us starting 3rd. But as we rolled up to the grid, the guy that was starting on the pole decided to tag the tail, so that put me on the pole position starting 1st. And last time I started on the pole was back on August 12th a year ago, and I ended up spinning on lap 1, but came back to win the race. You can watch that video on the YouTube channel as well if you want to. You may as well go ahead. So with that said, we had a good starting spot to try and just feel the car out, learn, getting some clean air, something that don't really get all the time at Kalamazoo. You know, especially with the inverts, right? It's always hard to try and find clean air, especially when you're put roughly mid-pack most weeks. So yeah, so with that, we rolled out there and watched the rest from here. So that was a pretty good race. I enjoyed it. It was nice and clean, right? Only one yellow. That's always good to see, especially going back there after the previous weeks that we had been there. They were absolute disasters of a race, and we came home with only a few minor bumps and bruises right there. There was a little nick right there on that. It happened under yellow, which was great. You never like to go to green. And then back here, down by the exhaust, see some of the chrome's knocked off. Just a little bit of rubber marks. They'll buff right out. So no real big deal there. With that said, we were able to kind of jump out to a little bit of a lead there on the initial start. Then when that second yellow came out, Jeff Bozell, he had a rocket last night, and got around by me and checked out. I think the 97 was kind of holding up all the other guys, and as soon as they got by, the floodgate was open. They got around me. For me, though, it was just good. I always struggled last year being able to run the bottom and make the car feel good down there, and actually yesterday the car felt better on the bottom than it did the top. So we definitely, I think, are starting to work in the right direction. I just got to get a little bit more comfortable carrying speed around the track, because I feel like right now it's, if I drive in too deep, whether it be the top or the bottom, I just lose it center off. Whether the car gets a little tight or on throttle it gets a little loose, I have to really slow the car down. And I don't know if it's just the transition from the nose setting going in the corner to, unloading and going to the rear, that we're losing it, and we got to figure out something there. Because really, watching my mom's video this morning, it was really defined when the car, because she sits in turn one, the car bounced, it bounced off in turn one. And even like on the straightaway, you can just see the car it looks really stiff. So it's something that we're definitely going to have to look at, because the shocks, we have two sets of shocks, one set for Kalamazoo and then one for Berlin. So with that said, we might need to look into a little something there with, maybe there's a problem with this set of shocks or something like that. So all in all, it was a good night. Learned, obviously had the struggles for qualifying, but with the tires we had, I mean, that was a good feature race. I don't think if that yellow came out, we would have been out front, and we would have had enough of a lead to potentially get a top 5, if not even a top 3. But finishing 6th, still really good. But with that said, I think our next race, we're aiming up 2 weeks from now at the Berlin Raceway for their August 26th race. So that'll be good. Be back there. I don't know. I really, after kind of the way this year's gone, I've kind of thrown everything out the window of memorizing the schedule, because you just got to focus on what's directly ahead of you and not way too far in the future, because you can only guarantee the race that you're showing up to, not the one after it. So with that said, just once again need to thank your partners. Got up here on the wall, the hood. There we go. The vinyl spectrum for all the vinyl on this car, whether it be from the number to the sponsor logos that are all over the car, to even the stickers that I make myself. I made the C-Tech, the numbers, but they supplied all the vinyl for the car. Can't thank them enough. The car looks great. But then you got high performance metal finishings, industrial solutions, McDermott equipment solutions, they're up on the wall as well. Dutch Boy hot rods, CD lawn maintenance and supply, and FLF race cars on the back. So if I forgot, C-Tech Performance, doing all the engine work, getting that bad boy in the car. So I just want to thank all of them for all the help that they've provided us in this year. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but we are learning a lot, and we have a lot in these last few races we can sneak in before the season's over to keep working on in preparation for next year. Still don't really know much other than the next week, the next race we want to hit, and we haven't really looked into too far into next year of what's going to be going on for us. But yeah, solid night, solid race. Thank you all for watching, and like I said, we'll be back August 26th at the Berlin Raceway for another super race. should be 75 laps, should be a good time. Had a lot of friends and family come out last race. It's a beautiful track, so if you want to come check it out, I really recommend coming to the Berlin Raceway. It's a great time. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.